Tonight, we start with former Cuba Mayor Ethel Maharg.
Ethel Maharg, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Matt, for having me.
Absolutely. What would you say defines you?
What defines me? Oh, wow, I've never been asked that question. I think as far as the race goes, I assume. Okay, well, I am the only native born and raised New Mexican here, and so that's one of the things that defines me. I know that the others have faith. I think my strong faith and my drive, and that I don't quit.
One of your underpinnings as a candidate is the right to life,
yes,
or being pro-life. Mm-hmm. Can you explain what that means to me?
Absolutely. I feel like I'm just going to hit the elephant in the room, because that's what everybody asks me about is, what about life? What it means to me is that I defend life from conception to natural death and everything in between. All right, so what that means is that I pledge to end abortion in New Mexico, period. And assisted suicide just passed, and so we need to restore dignity of human life to our state, because it's lacking and it's causing so many problems. What it does is it hurts women, it hurts men. It has, believe it or not, impacted the economy of our United States, costing us trillions of dollars in tax dollar revenue that was lost. 60 million people have been lost in our nation. So it's a travesty, and I'm going to see to it that it gets eradicated from our state. It's a big, huge stain on our state.
Going from mayor of the village of Cuba, which you were,
yes,
to governor is a big executive leap. Mm-hmm. How are you prepared for that job? How has your experience informed how you do the job of governor?
Well, the governor's seat, and having been the mayor, and it wasn't just one stint, I was there for 10 years in office. And I did have some legislative experience in them because I was also on the council. So I've had the executive branch experience that no other candidate has. I learned how to run a government, and let me tell you, the role of the governor is to protect the people from government. That is how our founding fathers set it up. The Constitution was set up to protect people from government overreach, as what has happened in the last 4 years. It is also the role of the governor to reach out, to build relationships. I'm very good at that. I've already done that. I continue to do that. I did that with Sandoval County when I first took over. They didn't like us very well, but in very short order, I was able to build relationships with the county, and and it's across the political aisle, by the way. They're all Democrat, I'm Republican, and I was able to talk to them. They're just people, and I think that we need to stop these barriers, so I'm able to build relationships. I'm also able to muster armies. I've done that very effectively. I was the first coordinator for the Convoy of Hope that was here, managing the army of 1,700 volunteers. While I was at CareNet Pregnancy Centers, I was there for 5 years. I trained over 300 volunteers, and now through Right to Life, I have mustered armies to get to Santa Fe to fight against bad bills. So I'm really good about coordinating those kinds of efforts. I also know that the other role of the governor is to provide infrastructure. I know what that's like. We needed roads, we needed water, we needed all the things that make it necessary for people just to get to work. My skills are transferable. Plus, I've been a business owner, I've been a school teacher. I have a broad variety of experience to be able to carry me.
You've said that tax credits should go to those producing the greatest wealth.
Yes, sir.
Those were your words. Would that increase the gap between wealthy New Mexicans and everyday New Mexicans?
Well, that has to do with like businesses. I have a problem with Hollywood coming in here and getting all the tax credits, or our poor businesses are suffering. In fact, as you know, in the pandemic, we lost over 40% of the businesses. Why couldn't we have given them tax credits and not Hollywood elites that come here, and then they come here with their own agenda to transform our state? That's what that's for, is to see to it that those that are building the wealth, those that are putting jobs out there and helping people put food on the table, yes, they should be rewarded for that.
How about during this last special session, there was a series of tax rebates approved. Would you have opposed or vetoed those tax rebates?
Yes, I would have.
What didn't you like about them?
Well, I didn't like them because of the fact that, gas prices are $4 a gallon, okay? They're hitting us hard. And you know what, where I'm from, there are the Native American reservation is Pueblo Pintado, 60 miles from Cuba. Torreon is 30 miles from Cuba. Those poor people, they have to drive in to get gas. That is hurting those people.
Ethel Maharg, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.